The Bullet That Missed by Richard Osman. The Disappearance of Bethany Waits. This section introduces the main cold case that the Thursday Murder Club investigates, the presumed murder of a young journalist who vanished after sending a cryptic message to her co-anchor. The Kidnapping of Elizabeth. This section follows Elizabeth, the former spy and leader of the club, as she receives threatening texts from an unknown sender who orders her to kill or be killed. She is then abducted by a mysterious man known as the Viking. The Search for Clues. This section shows how the other members of the club, Joyce, Ron, and Ibrahim, try to find Elizabeth and solve the cold case with the help of their friends and contacts. They discover that Bethany Waits faked her death and escaped to Dubai with the money. The Confession of Andrew Everton. This section describes how the club sets up a trap for Andrew Everton, the chief constable of Kent and the mastermind behind the VAT scam. They lure him to a meeting with Henrik, who pretends to be a money launderer. The Escape of Elizabeth. Elizabeth manages to escape from the Viking's clutches after he takes her to a penthouse where Victor is supposed to be staying. She uses her spy skills and cunning to outwit him and contact Joyce for help. She also learns that the Viking is working for someone else who wants Victor dead. The Reunion of the Club. This section depicts how Elizabeth reunites with her friends at Cooper's Chase, the retirement village where they live. They celebrate their success in solving the cold case and exposing Andrew Everton's crimes. They also welcome Victor as their new member and friend. The Return of Bethany Waits. This section reveals that Bethany Waits is still alive and living in Dubai under a new identity. She decides to contact Mike Waghorn, her former co-anchor and lover, and tell him the truth about what happened to her. The Revenge of Jack Mason. Jack Mason, the boss of Heather Garbett, the businesswoman who was jailed for the VAT scam, is the one who hired the Viking to kill Victor. He also wants to get rid of Elizabeth and the club for meddling in his affairs. He tracks them down to Cooper's Chase and prepares to attack them. The Rescue of the Club. Jack Mason's plan is foiled by Kendrick, Ron's grandson and a hacker, who alerts Stephen and Donna about his location and intentions. They rush to Cooper's Chase and confront Jack Mason before he can harm anyone. They also discover that he has poisoned Henrik Ste in an attempt to kill him as well. The Epilogue. This section wraps up the story with some happy endings for the characters. Elizabeth and Victor start a romantic relationship, Joyce writes a crime novel based on their adventures, Ron proposes to Pauline, Ibrahim reconnects with his ex-wife, Stephen gets promoted. The Bullet That Missed is a witty and suspenseful mystery novel that follows the adventures of the Thursday Murder Club, a group of retired friends who solve cold cases for fun. In this third installment of the series, they uncover a complex plot involving a VAT scam, a corrupt police chief, a faked murder, and a hired assassin. The novel is full of clever twists and turns that keep the reader guessing until the end.